doing? What's going on?
I look like a madman in some weird shed.
We're in the sauna. We're not in a shed.
It's a shed. It's a hot shed. Hot, sweaty shed.
Well, I am a believer. I am a believer in the sauna.
You are a believer in the sauna, and you dragged me in here today to talk about the S word. Going to be painful on two fronts, both emotionally and physically.
Well, I thought it would be...
I look like I've got a giant head.
It's very distracting when you do that.
Okay.
So I was thinking that it would be useful to talk about because it comes up a lot in the work that we do in terms of how couples, especially male-female couples, can get into difficulties around sex.
Yes, they do get into difficulties.
You sound so compassionate.
I am compassionate.
And I thought we would talk about it. Because
Okay.
I think we've kind of been through some ups and downs there.
No pun intended. If there were more ups and downs, I'd probably be quite happy. No, I am happy. But in the past,
Yes.
yes.
So I think that what happened, especially kind of early on in our marriage, there was... got really tricky because I was feeling, I wasn't feeling that close to you. What are you doing?
I'm conscious that I have this, like, I think it's because of the seating arrangements. I've got this giant head. I think either you're married to Shrek or I'm married to some sort of pygmy person. That's probably what people will think. That's why they'll click on this. They'll look, oh look, it's a giant married to a pygmy. And they're in a shed.
Are you just trying to distract?
No, sorry, go on.
How am I supposed to carry the thread?
Okay, so couples, they get into difficulty in the sexual arena. So we're clear on that. I guess the next question is, how do they get into difficulty, and what can they do about it?
You really think you're keeping it together?
I do. That's keeping it together.
What I was saying is that early on in our relationship, you forgot that segment.
Early on in our relationship, yes. Just add that on, and that'll work.
That I started to really not want to have sex because there was a lot of resentment, and so it became, that was sort of the symptom of the ill feeling in our relationship.
Yeah.
And then, because I didn't want to, you would get really mad at me.
Well, why were you resentful?
Because you were quite bad-tempered at that time.
You weren't.
I felt like we got married and moved to America and I'd never seen you angry before, and then all of a sudden I find out you have this temper.
Only because I didn't like America.
I know, but I'd never seen that side of you before.
Well, okay, I walked right into that one.
Well, the main point is that it is... troubles in that area are oftentimes more to do with connection and intimacy. And what gets really tricky about that is that men, you in that case, really wanted to connect, but you wanted to connect through sex.
Yes.
And I really wanted to connect, but I didn't want to connect through sex. I wanted to connect more emotionally.
Right.
And then it got really tricky. What do you say?
I wanted the quick setup guide. I didn't want to have to read the manual.
But then I would end up feeling pressured, criticized because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And then you would feel rejected because I didn't want to. And then it was like this downward spiral.
Yes.
At the time.
Yeah.
Considering, we were quite young, it was like a lot of wasted years.
Right. We didn't know about the importance of there being a good feeling. Or
Yeah.
I guess I imagined that the good feeling would come through that sexual intimacy, when really there can be no sexual intimacy without the good feeling being there in the first place.
Yeah.
It's a case of what comes first, the chicken or the egg.
Yes.
And at this point, it's the egg.
Why is it the egg?
No, what I mean is that sexual intimacy is very much reliant on there being a good feeling, and the good feeling comes through, in your case, chatting. You like a good chit chat before we get going. Whereas in the old days, it was just down to biology. Now there's a bit of connection time, which I have learnt to value.
You have.
I can see the benefits of it. There's probably a baser part of me that would just like to get down to the nitty gritty straight away, but the connection is really important.
Yeah, and ultimately that's what we're both wanting. Just there's different ways to get there.
Yeah. There's different ways to skin a cat.
Oh, Angus, that's terrible.
Well, I didn't make that up.
Well, why would you even say it?
People say that.
I don't. You know that would upset me.
I didn't know that would upset you.
You know I love cats.
You do. But that's going off topic.
Okay.
Well, that pretty much, I think that pretty much covers the bases. It's pretty simple stuff, really. It's just connecting. In your case, with a bit of chit chat. Other people might do other things. I don't know what other people do. What do you think they do?
I don't know.
Maybe we're here in the comments.
Maybe. But I think it's good to... What are you doing? Stop it. It's good to recognize, even now, even when there's goodwill in our relationship and a lot of intimacy, sometimes you can be going at 90 miles an hour and I'm like, stopped. And then you can get a little frustrated with that.
Right. I'm in my bobsleigh and you're on the nursery slope.
It's the nursery
in your
slope.
snowshoes.
And it's about finding a way to kind of have that middle ground.
It's about getting in the ski lift together and having good connection time. Watching the pleasant scenery as we go up and up and up the hill.
Is that your metaphor?
Yeah, I got a bit scared of the
Going up the hill.
where I was going there, so I kind of stepped back a little bit.
All right. Well, I guess keep looking at yourself.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Gotta go.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.